guys, I'm back doing a haul for you. I just came back from my trip to Nashville, Tennessee. I had the best time. I was there for 2 weeks. I do have quite a few videos coming, a lot of hauls. The first little haul is just going to be sort of like what I'm loving, favorites, and just random stuff that I've bought recently that I really like. When I was in Nashville, we actually took a little weekend trip, my boyfriend and I, to Pigeon Forge, which is just outside Gatlinburg, which is just beside the Smoky Mountains. And that whole area used to be Cherokee land, and then the American government made them move to Oklahoma. But there are still some Cherokee living in that area, more so on the North Carolina side than on the Tennessee side. But there was a couple stores that had some Cherokee items there, and I bought this Cherokee dream catcher. And it goes like that with the feathers on the side. Really pretty. I prefer my dream catchers to be kind of natural looking, so I don't like the ones that are crazy colors, and I thought this one was really pretty and fair. So that's going to go up beside my Navajo dream catcher that I got in Utah. And yeah, it's not, you usually see Navajo dream catchers, so it was nice to find one that was Cherokee made. I got these 2 candles while I was in Tennessee. I got the cinnamon sugar donut candle from Bath & Body Works that I really wanted. They did not come out with these in Canada, and they smell amazing, but I think why they didn't come out with them here is because a lot of people said that the scent when you burn it isn't very strong, and that it's not really a good candle for the money. But they were on sale half off. They're only $4, so I thought I'll just give it a go because I love the scent. I think they smell amazing. And if it doesn't burn that well, it's not a big deal because they were so inexpensive. So I bought 2 of those ones, and then I got one of the marshmallow peppermint, which was one of the free candles I got when I went to their holiday baking event. And oh my gosh, this one smells so good. Like, I already burned through my free candle of this. It's just one of the nicest, Christmassy but not like too Christmassy, sweet but not too sweet, and the scent of it when it burns is really good. So I purchased only one of those just because I didn't want to buy too many candles. The new candles, they were just on regular price, they weren't on promotion. And I tend to try and buy Bath & Body Works stuff when they're doing like a 2 for so-and-so price, you know, like when they have the promotions going, because it's just a lot less expensive, and they do them so often, I kind of feel like wrong paying regular price for their candles. Anyway, a lot of DVDs I've been into lately. I've been really into older movies, and I went and saw the new Footloose when I was in Tennessee. I really liked it. I prefer the old Footloose, so I went and bought the old version. But the new version was very well done, and I loved how they modernized it and how they modernized the story. I thought they did a great job, and I absolutely loved Julianne Hough in it. I thought she was great. I loved her makeup, her hair, her clothes, everything about the way she looked in the movie. For the most part, I preferred the actors in the old one, but I definitely would recommend seeing both. And that was like $9 at Best Buy. And then I was in Walmart the other day, and they had a $5 bin, and they had so many good DVDs for $5. Like, so many DVDs that are favorites in my collection were there for $5, and I couldn't believe how cheap they were. But I purchased The Goonies because one of my favorite movies, and I had it on tape, like taped off the TV, but I never had the DVD version, so I bought that one. And then I bought Dirty Dancing, which I've been dying to get my hands on. I couldn't find it anywhere in Nashville, so I was really happy that I found it there. I found this amazing Patrick Swayze vintage t-shirt when I was in Nashville. I didn't buy it because it was really oversized and it was pretty expensive. It was $48. But I took a really great photo of it, and it's on my Instagram or on my Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, it's TNS Cindy. You can see the picture if you just go back. It's so funny, and I've just been really into Patrick Swayze and the movie, and I really wanted to be Baby and Johnny for Halloween with my boyfriend, but he was like not having that. So, but yeah, love that. The other thing I've been totally into is Supernatural. I don't know if I've mentioned this already in a video, but I know I've mentioned it on my Tumblr. Oh my gosh, like love this show. And basically I bought season 1 last Christmas because one of the people I follow on Tumblr, she's really into the show and she posts a lot of little like screen caps from the show and gifs and things. And I decided to just get it because based on those little screen grabs that I saw. And I've heard of the show, but I never really watched it. I'm a fan of both Jensen and Jared, who play Dean and Sam on the show. Jared, obviously, from Gilmore Girls. It's one of my all-time favorite television shows. And Jensen, who I loved when he was on Mr. Rhodes. If you remember Mr. Rhodes, you're old like me. But when I was little, I used to watch that show, and he was kind of like one of the heartthrobs on it. And then again, when he was on Dark Angel, which I really liked for the first couple seasons. So, yeah, I've been a huge fan of him for a while. And then a couple of months ago, one of my viewers on YouTube said that I look like a girl that was in one of the episodes. And that's what kind of got me, I guess, thinking about the show again, because I bought it months ago and I never watched it. And then just recently, this fall, I started watching it and I've been hooked. So I finished season 1, season 2, season 3, and I'm on season 4 right now. I'm going to start it today. And I'm hoping that it stays good. I heard that it kind of gets not so good as the seasons go on, so I'm hoping that that's just that person's opinion and not the reality of the show. But I love it, and I love Dean. He's my favorite, Jensen, and I really want to get this Dean blanket that I saw online with his face on it to go with my Taylor Lautner Jacob blanket. But yeah, I love him, and I love the 67 Impala. I'm like obsessed with muscle cars, and that has become like my favorite. But I love all muscle cars, El Caminos, Cutlass, GTOs. Like, I'm really into old cars. I love like old Land Rovers and Jeeps and Ford Broncos. Those are all my favorite cars. So I'm really into the show and just the whole visual of it. Right now I'm reading the 4th book from the Fire and Ice series, which is the Game of Thrones series. I am trying to get into it. I'm only on the 4th chapter right now. It's taking me a really, it's kind of a hard one to get into. After being so sucked into the first 3 books, the 4th one has definitely been the hardest for me to read. So I'm hoping that it gets better and that I get more into it. But one of the series that I've absolutely loved is The Hunger Games. I read this in a day, probably about 3 weeks ago, and I loved it, like loved it. Probably my very favorite young adult book I've ever read, although I always have a soft spot for L.J. Smith because she's my favorite young adult author of all time, and I do have also a small soft spot for R.L. Stine and Christopher Pike because that's kind of what I grew up on when I was in high school. But this is just incredible. Like, of the newer series that have come out recently, this is kind of unbeatable. I also read Catching Fire on my Kobo while I was on the plane going to Nashville, and I really, really want Katniss to be with the person that she's sort of known forever. I don't want to ruin the book for people who haven't read it. I'm sure most of you have, though. But you know what I mean. I tend to really like when the main character is sort of with the underdog character, like not the person that they're kind of pushing them towards. Like, for example, I really loved Bella and Jacob. I really love, like on Heart of Dixie, I love Zoe with Wade. Not with Scott Porter's character, who I can't even remember his name right now on the show. It's usually not the person that the character ends up with in the end. But that's always the person that I'm drawn to. Like, if you have read The Secret Circle, I loved Cassie with Nick. I loved Cassie with Nick. And it's really sad to me that on the show, that's not going to be able to happen. I'm really disappointed with The Secret Circle TV show. I'm watching it. I'm not, like, totally off of it, but it's not really going in the direction I was hoping. It's not as good as Vampire Diaries, and for it being my favorite L.J. Smith series, it's pretty disappointing. Another couple things are sort of like journal-y kind of things. I love giant Post-it notes that are aligned like this. I'm really into these. I just really like them. Random, I know, but I'm into it. Another thing I love are journals. I just got this amazing wolf one from Chapters. It's by the brand Little Lark. They have a website. It's called alittle.lark.com, and they're made in Portland. Just a regular ruled notebook, but it has this gorgeous wolf cover. and I just love that. I think it's amazing. And then I've been really into the Kel's Simple Diary, which is basically a little journal that you fill in every day. And you can do like a couple a day, you can do them every once in a while, you don't have to do it every single day, but basically it asks you little questions and it gives you little points to think about, and then you can kind of just write your opinions on them. So it's kind of like the Proust questionnaire, if you've ever heard of that, and it's just really fun to do, and it's easy to do, and it's fast. I'll give you an example. This one says, your day was... only choose one of these items. A, a freak show, B, a no-show, C, a showdown, and then explain why. And then they give you like a little quote every day to think about. This one is, some arrive tired after they get hired. And you can either write something about that or just read it, like you don't have to write anything. And then it says, an association with the term, and then it gives you a bunch of terms and you're supposed to write what that brings to mind to you. So there's royal flush, nouvelle cuisine, midlife crisis, Siamese twins, green thumb, rubber duck. And then you can kind of give your little opinions. And yeah, so it's kind of random, but I like that. And then I picked up the volume 2, which just came out recently. And there's also an app for it if you want to look online for that. It's at simplediary.com/apps. I would recommend these. They're really fun. And lastly, I bought this awesome vinyl transfer sticker for my laptop when I was in Pigeon Forge at the store, same store I got the Dreamcatcher, and I just think it's so pretty. And I love these little vinyl stickers because you can take them off, they're not going to wreck your computer, and they make it a little bit unique, so you're not the 5 millionth person with the little Apple computer at the coffee shop, you know? I love that. Okay. Well, that's the end of this random haul, guys. Please leave your video suggestions below. Oh, and before I go, I just wanted to let the person know who asked me what color my room is painted. I'm assuming you mean the living room here. It is Windy Hill. It's a very cool blue turquoise, and it's from the CIL paint collection. This is old. I mean, we painted this room like 6 years ago, so hopefully they still make this and you can get the color. But it's a very cool turquoise, definitely more blue than Tiffany's blue. And it's very similar to, if you have Barracuda nail polish by Sally Hansen, it's similar to the look while it's in the bottle. Kind of like a baby blue turquoise. So yeah, it looks great with white. It's actually my favorite color that we have painted in the whole apartment. So hopefully you can find that and that answers your question. Okay guys, I'll see you soon with another haul. Bye!